Hello guys, watching Go Doctor and today's new video and a review on the channel. Today we're going to do issue 1, 2, 3 and 4. The complete story of the 13th Doctor, the 10th Doctor meeting the Sea Devils Titan comic. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. So issue 1, I thought this was really good, to be fair. I really enjoyed it for what it was. I really didn't think I would, you know. I honestly thought I really didn't enjoy I enjoyed the Weeping Angels and the Auton adventure of the 10th Doctor, but I didn't know it weren't the best. And this one looks pretty decent, to be fair. Time's gone wrong. The Sea Devils has invaded in the past instead of the future. Time's gone messed up. We've got the past catching up with them, basically. We've got Rose leading Resolution and her not remembering the Doctor. And then the 10th Doctor appears at the end, which is like, oh, whoa, okay. But the main whoa, okay, was 13th Doctor meeting Jackie and Pete Tyler, Rose's mom and dad. They seem to be separated, which is very interesting indeed. And like her mom and dad are in a prison camp of sorts. We've got Rose as a resistance fighting and leading a Resolution. But no one remembers the Doctor, which is very interesting indeed. But also, as soon as I saw Pete Tyler and Jackie, I was like, we're on a parallel universe. That's it. This is how everything's chaos and all this. The 13th Doctor's managed to enter the parallel universe. And actually, the 10th Doctor's not going to be in this story. It's going to be the Meta-Crisis Doctor and Rose starting Resolution to fight. But it's wrong. It's not. It looks like our Earth. So it's not in a parallel universe. It's actually in one thing. And that basically Rose can't remember the 10th Doctor, time's gone completely wrong, and the Sea Devils have messed up time completely. Seeing how the Sea Devils treat humans as slaves are a bit like humans treating how they treat the Ood. Very similar parallels I quite like. And the TARDIS team actually saying a lot of stuff. Ryan's not saying that much, but Graham and Yaz are definitely working as a team. Yaz is using the detective skills, which is pretty cool. And the 13th Doctor trying to negotiate, but then landing to the prison camp. And that's really issue 1. So that's my thoughts, guys. I would give this story out of 10. As an introduction, I would give it a 6. But as it's an introduction, it introduced quite well. So I'm going to boost it up to a 7 out of 10. Now I'm going to read issue 2. So join me in a minute for that. I just need to read it first. Just read issue 2 now. Yeah, this one's good as well. I'm a lot more confused, to be fair. So we've got the Shulkra from series 12, I think they're called. The people that look like the Ratnos. They break the humans out. The Sea Devils are like, what? What's happening? The humans break out. The Tylers get out. We learned that the Tylers don't know the Doctor because time has completely changed. And the Fam and the Shulkra are teaming up to go back in time to save Nikola Tesla again. Very interesting, to be fair. And then we've also got the 10th Doctor with Rose persuading Rose to travel with him, even if she don't know him. And then her experiencing the bigger and the inside effect, like the Shulkra is. So that's a parallel. But also a parallel to when she first joined with the 9th Doctor is quite interesting. She's jumping on board with the 10th Doctor for the first time instead of the 9th Doctor. Interesting. The time's out of sync for both ends, and the 10th Doctor and Rose are trying to get to a certain place, and the 13th Doctor and her fam and the Shulkra Queen and we are going in one place as well. So they're joining forces. The 10th and the 13th Doctor's TARDIS are coming together for issue 13, it looks like. There's a lot of questions need answering. How is time messed up? Something to do with Nikola Tesla. How the Sea Devils ruled everything. And what has the Shulkra got to do with this? There's a lot of questions need answering, but it's quite a build-up. It worked quite well, and I enjoyed it for what it was, to be fair. And I thought the connection with Ten and Rose was so different to what we're used to. So everything feels off. It feels in a good way. Everything feels like it's not meant to be, which is what this story is all about. It's not meant to be like this. So it's just weird to see Pete Tyler and Jackie react to the 13th Doctor, and you're like, how is this happening? And then you've got the Rose acting with guns and stuff, and you're just like, this is so off, but it works. So with that into play, I'm giving this a 7 out of 10 as well. Just on parallel, same goodness from both stories. Let me get on to issue 3 now. I need to read this, and then I'll review it. So see you in a minute. Issue 3 now. I really enjoyed this one as well. This one was basically 10 and 13 meeting, combining their TARDISes together, and we have Rose being very quiet and not her usual self, and the 10th Doctor kind of trying to keep her along the way. Then we have the TARDIS team not really doing much, just asking random questions like they do on Series 11. Then we've got the Shauka Queen pretending to be the actual Shauka Queen and trying to convince her people. Doesn't go that well, so she kills her own people. And 13's like, why did you do that? And we just learn a bit more about basically time's gone wrong. Edison's been taken as well as Nikola Tesla. And it's because 13 wasn't really there, as far as I'm getting this plot. And or something went wrong in the past anyway to change and influence time. I think this is a brilliant one for what it does, but it is the weakest one I've read so far, I think. There's not much to it. The reaction of 10 meeting 13, we've just had a multi-doctor story, but they still could have done something with it. And 10 fanboiling over Nikola Tesla was brilliant. I love that. There's not much to the story, to be fair. Just answers the question like reason why time's messed up, and we know what they've got to do now. They've got to find Edison, and they've got to find Nikola Tesla, and they've got to stop the Sea Devils from... There was a nice little reference to the Sea Devils as well. But yeah, that's my thoughts on issue 3. I'm going to give this a... It's not a bad story, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Right, let's get on to the final, if I can get it, not damage the first page. The final issue series, issue 4 now. Let's get on to it. Right, final issue now. I thought this whole adventure with all of these were pretty decent stuff. I feel like it did play it a bit too safe, which is a very big problem for Titan Comics recently, I've noticed. I have all the Titan Comics. I have a whole load of them since the very beginning of Titan Comics with Doctor Who. And they really were amazing stories, but for some reason, it's a bit basic, these ones, I have to admit. So, this final story, they saved Nikola Tesla, they saved Edison, and they got them off the ship and sent them home. We got Rose, war-stricken, blah, blah, blah. She's not allowed guns. 10 tells her off. Rose, 13 has a go at 10 for having a go at Rose. And then we have Rose being sent off in another universe, another planet, to fight and save another planet, because she's more of a war-stricken and her timeline's sintered off. So everything's back to normal, but she still remembers, and she's not part of the timeline, so she gets to go off and do her own thing. The Queenie person from the Shauka, 13 lets her sacrifice herself and blow up the ship. And with that interplay, Rose, the TARDIS could have teleported around her. You know, it could have picked the Queen up just as she pressed the button and send her off, you know. It could have been that simple and another life would have been saved. But 13 did an Orphan 55 and left them to just die, really. And with that interplay, the ship blowing up, killing, not innocent, but killing another species, Shauka, it's totally not the Doctor's style. And I don't think this works really well. I'm not a fan of it. The questions were answered of basically the Shauka wanted to wake up the Silurians underneath and them to conquer. That's pretty much what they wanted to do. They wanted to rule everything and destroy in chaos, and the Doctor managed to fix that by saving Edison, fixing the timeline, sending everyone back home, and the Doctor linking in with Time Lord Victorious, because 13 comes and saves 10 in Time Lord Victorious as he's about to get exterminated or something like that. I can't really remember now. And then basically she does that, and then she uses the TARDIS to come back and see the companions, because she dropped them off, went to Time Lord Victorious, come back, and then we have another mysterious character who is part of the Time Lord Victorious range with 13's run, and it says the 13th Doctor will return with the pirate person, who's actually, I think, a Time Lord as well, you know. I think it's the one from the one where Idris, the TARDIS, becomes human, and there's this like hand with a tattoo on it. that's the female version of that Time Lord. But yeah, that's timey-wimey. What I thought of issue 4 was alright. It's a bit of a boring episode, to be fair, and it's getting a 5 out of 10. A whimper to end this trilogy, because I was starting to enjoy it, then it went downhill, and then it went on this. And that's the problem with these. I think they play it too safe. Titan Comics, where are you at? Seriously, you used to do phenomenal stuff. You used to sell 10, 13, and 12 Doctor stories all at once. Now we only get one story, the 13 Doctors run, and that's it. And it's just basic with the stories, the writing. I used to credit Time with Victoria so much, and now I don't know. That's my thoughts, guys. I would give the story out of 10 because the ending's going to mess it up. It's going to get a 7 out of 10, this story. It needs to play it not too safe. It certainly does actions which I don't think these characters would do. And yeah, that's my opinion. That's my opinions. That's my thoughts, guys, on 1310 meeting Silurians and Shulkra. Let me know your thoughts down below if you've read it. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel because we're trying to get the channel goal before the end of the year. It'd be amazing if we could get there. Join the journey, and as always, I'll see you guys for a new video very soon because we do videos every week on the channel. So yeah, I'll see you guys for a new video very soon. Have a nice day.